Hi friends, I am Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. This reading will be for Taurus. We are doing something a little different today, mostly oracle cards, and we will be doing a timeless reading here. So whenever you come across this reading, the message was meant to find you. That is the intention. If you are Taurus Moon, Sun, Rising, this message is for you. Let's get started with the collective Taurus message. Now I will put your song in the description box below. It is random and we will see how that plays into this reading here. So I'll ask Spirit, clear and concise for Taurus. What is going on with Taurus collective here? We have the past, a prison, bitterness, grudge, refusal to let go. Pull one more. We have natural, authentic, real, and organic. All right, Taurus. So, what do we have? Well, your lyrics to the random song that was selected for you guys was definitely about somebody torn in a relationship. Now, what I'm really picking up here is there's a duality here of something being so right, but something not quite working and needing to release in order for things to get clear. But I'm getting the feeling here that now you guys can switch roles as you like, but I'm getting the feeling here that there's somebody here that understands how real this connection is getting. But their past is holding them back in a very difficult way. Now, I don't know if this is the past in this connection or if this is their past just as a whole. I feel like for you guys, Taurus, that there is a past here or a history here that you're unable to forget. So it's going to make things difficult for you. I feel like there's something about not being able to let go of the past that won't allow the progression here in this connection, no matter how real or good it kind of gets here. Okay, let's see some more. I feel like somebody was really trying, and somebody got really disappointed or let down building something on their own. And I feel there's another energy here that now looks back and sees how much effort that the other person was pouring into something here. I feel for some of you guys, could have even been like preparing for a wedding. And now something's ended or over. Vacation 44. Let's pull one more. Possibilities 9. Vacation possibilities. Spirit is saying that somebody is hanging on to the fantasy of what the connection could potentially be, or yeah, the potential of where this connection could have gone. And that's what kind of keeps them hanging on, that they're kind of proud about this, but there needing to be a transformation here that I don't think will quite be in the way that's expected, Taurus. I think Spirit is also asking you to be open to the odd transformation that may occur in a way that you might not have imagined here. Also, I feel Spirit is saying something about you being so focused in one area here that I think something's being neglected or missed. Something's being neglected or missed for what it actually might be within you. Something within you that's being missed or neglected here. Let's see, what else do we have for Taurus? I know this is kind of a broad storyline that we have going on here, so I'm not quite sure how this all fits, but let's see. I do see definitely a transformation happening in a way that's not really expected or ideal, and I do see someone hanging on to something that they are building up or proud of, or one aspect that is something they can see as a good thing or as a proud thing or as the thing that was working, and that's what's kind of they're hanging on to. But I feel like there's a lot more. There's aspects here that aren't being seen specifically, I think, when it comes to being so focused and looking at one area that we're missing another aspect of ourselves. All right, on the split we have Sun in Aries, new beginnings. I'll pull one more. And we have Eclipse in Sagittarius with growth, success after setback, a leap of faith. So see how these like fish have wings? I feel like they kind of are reminding me of these dolphins, the way they're kind of leaping out and then transforming. There's a strong message here coming with allowing yourself to kind of trust the process. And I know you might not like to hear that, but there's something that needs to be released. And it's something that I feel you are hanging on to as the only thing or the ideal thing or some sort of thing that is, I feel, building up some sort of a fantasy in order to take you into some place where I feel like you're thinking is the only place or the only possibility. But there's something about you not looking at yourself in this process, which is stunting any sort of ability for change. But I do feel like there is, with this new beginning and the success after a setback, that I feel once you learn to trust the process here, I feel like things get back on track, but not in the way that you're probably expecting. So let's see, what does Spirit mean by this, Spirit? For Taurus, we have leech or lich. Look at this. So this is giving me heavy, like almost like Grim Reaper death type vibe. It's like something needs to die in order for something to begin, and it's reaching out, like it's probably keeps popping up that something needs to die out here, but I feel like somebody's hanging on proudly to what this is, and having a hard time letting it die out. Yeah, assassin, one other death looking like thing that we need to actively put an end to something here. and cut it out completely. Cut something out in order for there to be a complete transformation or change. We have magnificent mansion. So I feel like well, we're being serviced with something here. We're being serviced with something here. And we're kind of accepting what we're being served with. And maybe this is the thing we're hanging on to, kind of whatever's being put in front of us. Project image. Oh, interesting. Look how little these guys' heads are. Project image. I'm really getting like a gap between you and another person in where things are leading up to, and I feel like both of you guys have your own idea of what is supposed to happen or where things are supposed to go. And I feel like whatever it is that you guys are holding on as a thought or hanging on as the thing is what's preventing there to be growth, preventing there to be a change in the right direction. And when I say right, in the way that it's supposed to, things are supposed to get killed off or died off, or things that you might feel. There's things here that you feel are right that I feel there's another energy here that does not. And there's things that this energy feels might be positive that I feel like you're not really seeing. Then I also feel like there's a part that you're not seeing yourself clearly, because you're really focused on one area here, and it's creating some sort of a buildup of something here that you're not able to or wanting to kind of let go. And I feel like it's providing some sort of a service to you, some sort of an ease, some sort of supporting of a fantasy, of a wish. I do feel somebody put in effort. Let's see, repopulation and rainbow transference. So I do feel there's something about growth, something about things changing that might appear like they're, like if something dies out, there might be fear that it won't come back, or if it dies out, then that's it. But what I'm really seeing here is there's an ability for there to be new growth in trusting the process of where the growth is supposed to happen, by allowing things to die out. Let's see, Spirit, what's supposed to die out here for Taurus? What's supposed to die out here? Yeah, new beginnings and growth. There's something here about understanding each other's wants, but we're both focusing on what we're being serviced with in front of us, and we both have an image of what it is we want out of the other, or out of this dynamic that we're neglecting an important part. And so it feels like it needs to completely die out. And I feel like somebody might be angry or hanging on to something that didn't quite work, and they put in effort and they're not able to move kind of past that energy, or there's a fixation on something that was done that on behalf of the other, or of this connection, and now there's like pain that's being hung on to as well. So Spirit, what is it exactly that needs to die out here? So we have Ususi with nature. It's giving me Sagittarius vibes. And we have Omo family. And we have Hermetic with create. And we have enchantment with celebration. So I'm getting that whole thing I was getting with marriage or somebody building something. Maybe somebody has a plan or a fantasy or an idea of building a family here and creating a family and is really focused on this. And I feel like somebody wants to enjoy the process of the connection here, but there's one energy really focused on what they could create long-term with the family here. And I feel like it might be like a fantasy for now, or something that is important for this person to have, but I feel like there's a huge disconnect. It's almost like both people need to put whatever expectations they have of what they want aside, because I feel like somebody might be really hurt here because they want the family, or they've been building towards this and then kind of got disappointed here. And I do feel like there's something very authentic and looking natural coming out twice, kind of with nature and natural. And we also have this repopulation. Like, I feel like Spirit's saying whatever's supposed to come out of this is supposed to be like an organic process, not something we're fixated, focused on, or trying to really control here or make happen. And I feel like somebody was trying to make a wedding happen, or trying to make a family happen, or create something here. The Forest with 36. Yeah, it's like needing to enjoy the journey, Taurus, rather than the outcome. And then the Mystic, 21. The Mystic is all about, you know, us knowing, like, unworldly situations we might be involved with, because we know in a higher purpose, or we know of the unspoken here. So potentially you're driven by a feeling of knowing there needs to be something more here, but I feel like there is a need to go through and enjoy the journey with the Forest card here. Yeah, Blue Temple, lots more of this mystic type feeling. The unknown Forest is also about the unknown, because I feel like there's something here that needs to be realized, and somebody's really like looking in one area, and I feel like it could be you, Taurus, where there needs to be a look at self, or what you're telling self here. Synchronicity with the Mystic. This is pretty powerful. This is speaking of this, you know, this the spiritual side of this connection potentially, and it's difficult to ignore or pretend like it doesn't exist here. So maybe there's a lot of dreams, a lot of angel numbers, but I really feel like there's a need to allow the synchronicities and the process to kind of organically unfold, and allow it to transform the situation here. Coffin, that needs to end again. And the Garden is their social network, but it can also be a gathering. And I feel like there needs to be an end to an idea you have here about a wedding, or creating some sort of a, like, I feel like you're trying to create something here, or go end game, or come together in some sort of a end place, but you haven't really walked through the forest, or you haven't really gone through the lessons here. It's like moving very quickly. And like I said, if this is the other energy, then it could be, but it's almost like you guys need to reset and start over here in order to have growth in this connection. But somebody's really fixated, you know, on what it is that they want here. But I feel there needs to be an end of a mindset here. And I feel that mindset is potentially, we had an idea that we were going to create something here in our mind. We were set on it that we're really proud of, or envisioning here, but we needed it to organically unfold rather than making the conclusion or coming up with the whatever this is. So yeah, I hope this makes sense for you guys. Sorry, this did seem a little all over the place. Not quite sure what's going on here with you, Taurus, but leave a comment. Let me know how this resonates, and I will see you soon. Bye.